Hello, hello, hello. This is part two of No Job, No Money, No Hope. I'm AJ Copeland, and this is Topics to Go. Hello, everybody. In the last part one, the video ended on me saying about how I was going into a community, the north side of town, and how I saw where all the money was versus the money that's in the west side and the east, the west and south side of town. And we have to ask the question, why is that so? Of course, we all know that the income is higher up north than it is in the south and west side of town. So we understand why. And that probably goes on in a lot of cities, not just this city, but a lot of other cities as well. Um, and please, if y'all can, block out the noise, the bumps that may be going on behind you. This is actually upstairs. What more I need to say? Um, but to move on with the topic, I just want to say that the question is there hope? And where is that hope going to come from? I am hoping that the hope will come from many of the churches that are out here. I hope that they will create jobs for our young people. I don't care if you create a job of them being janitors or a host or whatever the case may be. I believe that our churches can do it. We have a church on every corner, from one end of the street to the next. We have as many churches on the corners as we do liquor stores. And the sad thing is that when you look, you can see the effect of the liquor store and the drugs that's been sold in the community, but you can't see the effect of the church. That's a problem because the church is supposed to overshadow all those other things. Okay, so, but I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. But I'm hoping that if you are members of any church, I hope that you would take this to your pastor, your minister, and make them aware that if you can just bring in one young man off the street and give them a job in your church, it will be a blessing. If it can't be a full-time job, give them a part-time job. Give them something to do. You need that building clean. You know that. You need it clean. Put them to work. And I think that is something that needs to happen within every community. If every church in every community would do that, do you know how many young men we can get off the street and how many young men that would not be unemployed anymore? And it's not about you drowning them in your religion and your belief either. The sad thing about that is that a lot of religious denominations won't work with people unless you're a part of their ministry or part of their denomination, which I feel is very, it shows hypocrisy. You know what I mean? Because it's really not about that. You draw people with your love and your kindness. That's how you draw people. You don't draw them by you come first and then I'm gonna show you love. Now that ain't the way that's supposed to go. You're supposed to show them love first, show them support first, show them help first. And then when you do that, they can see your love that you have for them. Then they will trust you and they will trust your word. So I'm hoping that you can spread this out through, your pastors and whatever. If you have any young man, even your members, if you have a young man that is unemployed in your congregation, and you know that young man means well and trying to do well, if you don't want him on the street, if you don't want him on a corner, if you don't want him selling drugs, if you don't want him stunning, stealing, and robbing from other folks, then make a way for him. Make a way for him. And if you have connections, then make other ways. Church have more power than they're willing to admit when it comes to helping people. And I hope that some of them will realize that they have really slacked in that area. And that could be very beneficial to a lot of people. But I just want to say to everybody that there is always hope. There's always hope in the midst of the storm. There's always hope when you're going through things. There's always hope. But you just can't give that up. You just gotta hold your head up and truly believe that all things are possible. Um, it's not much else I can really say on this topic because, you know, as I said in the part one, there's so much talking that's been going on till even I'm frustrated, you know, and all the talk that's going on about what we need to do and what's going on in our communities and what's happening with our young men, and the unemployment rate is very high, and we have the election that's coming up, and I'm not going to get into the politics part of it, but there are some that are saying some things that are positive and things that we need to hear, but how many times we've heard it? How many times we've heard it? So at some point, we just got to learn how to unite and help one another out, and be supportive to one another. Um, and and just know that we can make it, in the midst of it all. So um, I just want to thank you for your time, everybody that had a chance to look at my videos. And I'm going to close out this video. I had previously recorded a video that I said a whole lot more than what I'm saying right now, but I just thought maybe I just kind of keep some of that stuff to myself and not say it. So I'm going to end this video now, and I want to thank you all. Remember to catch me here on YouTube. As time go on, you'll notice the videos will get better. Um, I know I'm a very serious person, so I'm not doing a lot of comedy and laughter and tricks. I mean, that may come down the line where I make things a little more funner and exciting as I talk about various topics. But right now, I'm on my serious side. You got to be serious because these topics are serious. I'm a serious person anyway. So thank you all for your time. This is AJ Copeland. This is Topics to Go. And remember, catch a topic or two. Later.